أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Fellow Gambians, brothers and sisters of our great country, our great mothers, our great fathers and uncles, and well-wishers for the well-being of our motherland, our fatherland, the Republic of the Gambia. Blessings and peace be upon all of you. Like no other day that the sun rose in the history of this struggle, today is a day of happiness, but more about sadness. Today is a day that is very unique in the way we feel about our country, about the history, and what we as human beings, we as Gambians are feeling. I am happy today, but more than anything else, I am saddest, I am surprised beyond imagination, and I am left perplexed and wondering if Gambia really had human beings under President Yahya Jammeh. The alleged killers of Solo Sandeng finally appeared before the court today in Banjul. The alleged killers of Solo Sandeng, the April 14 demonstrators leader, Solo Sandeng's killers, were arraigned before the court today and are remanded right now at Mile 2 prisons. They were charged with murder of Solo Sandeng. We knew long time ago, on the 15th of April, or on the night of the 15th of April, that Solo Sandeng was indeed murdered. But the extent of gruesomeness, the extent of wickedness, and painful way that he was killed wasn't really conceived until today. Today, the 23rd of February 2016, months, almost a year after he was murdered. Yes, Solo Sandeng's murder, his torture, his interrogation was all recorded, and the video is at hand today. Allah-Hu-Akhbarr. Some of the people that watched the video today at the police headquarters cried profusely today. Those that were human, with human hearts today, cried and cried and cried about how a Gambian, a fellow Muslim, a fellow Gambian, can inflict such a pain, can a fellow Gambian can do such a thing to a fellow Gambian. No one can ever conceive this until today. It's like the memories of April 14 are fresh and are very, very, very fresh in our minds. Solo Sandeng went out to demonstrate against a lot of injustices that were happening in our country. Solo Sandeng went out to complain about a lot of things that were not right. Solo Sandeng went out to complain about the seizure of his rights. What they did to Solo, it was all recorded, yes. And the recording is with the Gambia Police Force. The way he was killed, according to one of those that is a very powerful and has been in police for a long time, he has never seen a wickedness than that in the history. No one was ever barbarically and gruesomely and wickedly killed like Solo Sandeng. Yankuba Baji, the NIA chief, bought a lot of alcohol, a lot of beer for the killers to drink and be intoxicated and go out of their minds so that they will not feel any sense of humanity. So that those killers, those that were beating Solo Sandeng, will not have any sense of remembrance, any sense of humanity, any sense of patience. That was what NIA chief did to Solo Sandeng and his friends. They took more than a human being is even allowed to consume alcohol. They were given sheep meat to grill just for killing a human being. Solo Sandeng fa ya fa ya video ibe jelale ba butela ya fa ko e ka wulo fa nyame itata ya fay dinko kono tanje nyilbe findita Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Munati na moka keteng. Why is a human being munati na moka keteng? Yemo bute, ya bute. Wallahi ya kuke Solo la, ala dorone alo. Barinja Ahmad Jitambijan dalilo minna. I am here for a reason. Of course, you can imagine how Solo Sandeng's family must be feeling. We are all feeling terrible because we knew Solo. Solo munna kebalti. He belonged to the same party as I did. The very day Solo went out for that demonstration, I, Ahmad, spoke with him. But what I cannot conceive is buying alcohol for people with government money, Gambian people's money, buying people alcohol so that they can drink and be heartless in the killing of a human being. Yaya Jammeh Kubalakete. This is beyond imagination. Many a video jibe, ndema jibe. But the video is with the police. Now what I want to appeal to His Excellency Adama-Barrow once again. Yankuba Baji, Liz Gomez, Lamin Dabo, Sajeng, and all those people. Alaji Moore, try to arrest him too. Alaji Moore job is terrible. Arrest him. He's also a part of it. But what I don't understand is Solo Sandeng and the April 14 incident people. In fact, Fatoumata Jawara, when they arrested her, she was 3 months pregnant. What happened to her, only Allah knows. Yala kono tinya. Ye min kala. Ya forse to lanyo ya ye min kala. Mansata la dorna be sedi yaringal. Ibe hena na je Fatoumata Jawara mankende ya hani bi amankende ya. Ye min kala. Mansata la dorna yalo. Nyim fasi kolu. Nying alabati bali John Dinnu. These God-forsaken Gambians. Wallahi, we will live to regret Yaya Jammeh's ruling in our country. Because you know, but here is the thing. This is what I want to send to the Barrow government. There is an investigation going on. Who are those investigating? It is the police that are investigating the matter. And when Solo Sandeng and his people went out, what happened? They were arrested by the Police Intervention Unit, PIU. Who is in charge of PIU at the time? Who was in charge and who is in charge? Famara Jallow is the commander of PIU, Police Intervention Unit. What is he doing at the Police Intervention Unit still now? It was Famara Jallow that went out, that gave instructions for PIU to go and beat these people up and arrest them. And it was PIU was under Famara Jallow. And Famara Jallow is still at the PIU in Kanifing. What is he doing there? Adamadingo fata kuo kudal kana chahana lal sana robulade. Man qatala nafsan bighayri nafsin aw fasadan fil ardi فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا مومو ادم ديغو فا مانكي كو يمول فا ولا فاي كوتو تينال بانكو كان ومو كوجاو بالتي دي من ستلا كو ادم ديغو إكتا موموتي ولقد كرمنا بني آدم وحملناهم في البر والبحر ورزقناهم من الطيبات وفضلناهم على كثير ممن خلقنا تفضيلا ادم ديغو فا كو كوتو Momo e connection o sodota la bemuta. Nalmang Famara Jallow Bay, if you cannot sack him, place him on administrative leave. Because it was the PIU that arrested Solo Sandeng and Fatoumata Jawara and even Ousainou Darboe and all of those people. PIU arrested them under Famara Jallow. Famara Jallow was also under the instruction of the Inspector General of Police. Yankuba Sonko gave the orders for Famara Jallow to deploy the police intervention unit. What is Yankuba Sonko doing there? It was Yankuba Sonko that handed them over to the National Intelligence Agency. And as we speak today, there are investigators. They are investigating the most serious, the most heinous crime in our country's history. They are investigating under the command of a man who gave instruction for the arrest of those same victims. If we do not want conflict of interest in this matter, Yankuba Sonko must be sacked or be placed on administrative leave. Because there's a conflict of interest here. Yankuba Sonko gave instructions for the arrest of Solo Sandeng and all those that were tortured by Yankuba Baji and his people. It's like an interconnection of systems. It's like a human body. It has a lot of systems. Every system has a head. respiratory system, the lung is the head. Digestive system, you have the stomach. Circulatory system, you have the heart. Nervous system, you have the brain. Skeletal system, you have the backbone. Every sector has a head, and these sectors are intertwined. If you want to punish the heart for failure, you have to punish the lungs for failure, because it is the lungs that supply oxygen to be mixed with the blood, so that every single part of the system can have oxygen for digestion to take place. According to human biology. For the heart to pump oxygen, for her to mix oxygen with blood and pump it in the body through the arteries, you must have the lungs supplying those oxygen or the oxygen to the heart. Yankuba Sonko police Waleli Solo Sandeng arrest ye Hanover to the NIA to kill them. Yankuba Sonko was the leader of that. He gave the instructions. So NIA was able to get these people and kill them because the police arrested them. If you arrest the killers, those that handed them over to the killers must also be questioned. It is the junior police officers under Yankuba Sonko that are investigating this matter. Wallahi, it will not be fair. If Yankuba Sonko remain, if Keba Jallo remain, if Landim Bojang remain, wallahi, it will not be fair. Put all of them. Place them on administrative leave. Place them on administrative leave. Nyimanke sanaroti de. Nyimanke sanaroti. Alte Yankuba Sonko mutala. Adum, if there was any single soldier, any single military officer involved in this, arrest Usman Baji. Arrest him or put him on administrative leave. Keba Famara Jallo is the head of police intervention unit, and that's not the only thing. After the arrest of Solo Sandeng by the police, after the arrest of Solo Sandeng by the police, he was killed. But his friends were taken to court. Fatoumata Jawara, Noko Njai, Fatoumata Kamara, Ndongo, and Ndong, and all of these people, they were taken to court. We had people that served as witness against them. Prosecution witness. PW1, PW2, PW3, they were all there representing the Inspector General of Police. All of them. Public prosecution witness 1, prosecution witness 2, prosecution witness 3, prosecution witness PW1, PW2. Always, when they read the case, it will be Inspector General of Police against UDP Solo Sandeng, Inspector General of Police against Fatoumata Jawara, Inspector General of Police against Usainu Dabo, in the case of Inspector General of Police against, that is what they would say. Inspector General's name was mentioned from day 1 to day 10, the last day of this case, until the closure. His name was mentioned every damn day. And his people were bringing false, accusations, false papers. They wrote nonsenses as evidence. They went and collected rubbish as evidence. That was what they did. All of these prosecution witnesses, these police prosecutors, they were all representing Yankuba Sonko. And every time they were coming, they would see Yankuba Sonko, whatever evidence they had, Yankuba Sonko would see those evidence. He knew they were lies. He knew they were not true. He knew they were lies. He knew they were unfounded. But he supported all of it. Why are you retaining him? Today, a lot of people are suspecting Yankuba Sonko's involvement. But if you have him at the helm of affairs, he is the chief of police, and it's the police that is investigating these matters. His genius will be skeptical. If they mention him, it is an investigation that led to Yankuba Sonko's involvement. Now you have a problem. Because if they mention him, if he sees it, every report goes to Yankuba Sonko before it goes to court. Every report goes to Yankuba Sonko before it goes to the Interior Ministry. Every report goes to Yankuba Sonko before it goes to the Ministry of Justice. So if his name is mentioned, what do you think is going to happen? He can sack these young people, the ones that are in charge of this Solo Sandeng case. They must all be placed on administrative leave. All of them must be placed on administrative leave or be sacked or be arrested and charged. Mole fata nyinkon. Mansata lala adama diwa niyo wonde chahanoti. Aduntola banko kan. Mo kana mo fair. We cannot accept that. Yemo lipa. Ya lipa. Ya lipa. Allahu-Akhbarr. Allahu-Akhbarr. I want to be a prison officer these days. When Solo Sandeng was arrested, the PIU officers that arrested Solo Sandeng, the PIU officers that handed over, that cracked down on Ousainou Darboe, what happened? After the incident was done, Yankuba Sonko promoted all of them. This is Gambia. Yankuba Sonko promoted the Inspector General of Police. The Inspector General of Police promoted all those that were involved in the arrest of Solo Sandeng and Ousainou Darboe and prosecuting them. What is that telling you? The people that arrested Solo Sandeng were promoted after Solo Sandeng was killed. Momo e mofa mbe min foka mbadi ngol wolom nyinti ko nde kontanta bide bari niyo kuyata bake bi nkontanta bayring nga dalilol soto adum bi Yankuba mi alon ko kullo police la keba ma teletenu National Intelligence Agency ye mutale bi ye samba kitiola adi samba mile 2 itate maboje na mile 2 kasoto itate maboje le bari bile fana keta lundi mi alon ko niol kuyata bake police kunda yang Solo Sandeng nyoluk ya bute ya fa ya be camera le Yankuba Sonko Yankuba Baji, Liz Gomez, Sajeng, and Usman Sonko, the interior minister, was present. Ada Abidjel, he was there when this was happening. The interior minister was there. Ya Bute, ya Fa, the worst way, ya be video le, bile video jibe police headquarters. Momorandi o video jibe B, abe kumbota le B. Momo yo video je amo Gambia di ngoti bi abe kumbota Solo Sandeng yele hani jawo mi yalon koy malla fala wo buter nya sifa ni o tilimbali ya sifa Gambia nene mawlo la tarikot mini aje ko anyon tilimbali ya anyon nyimatania anyon kuria anyon batara ya nin tajirinta ya mansoto Gambia la tarikot Yankuba Baji ay dolo le sang nyim dindingol ye ay directol be samanan ka dolo sande dolo haramurum ay asan Gambia dingol la kodol la akonyi le dolo min puri sioli e bang ikana bala fa soto ikana hina soto ye sajiol sambe na yaya jammela sajiol anin solu ya sambe nang ye subolu fa ya ke patiti ye mo fa ke kulliyoti Gambia banko kan ye mo fa ke manyo bitoti Gambia banko kan ye wole ke NIA office wolum video e wole itandi adun solo mammo fa de e koy al dolo min al sajio janali subo nyimi munebe kering nkana mo lelfa man satalla ko ntelenga adama di ngo bunya alkana adama di ngo tora keda feo fendi wala qad karramna bani adam wa hamalnahum fil barri wal bahr wa razaqnahum min at-tayyibat wa faddalnahum ala kathirin mimman khalaqna tafdila alkana mol batare atulum ntelenga adama di ngo dada nga bunya ndi feo bet إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة بل أنا من دولا كو من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فسادا في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا أكو مومو موني وبندي يمو فا أياتري من فا ممو فا تلمبالي أقنو ولا من كوجاو كميالون كو وجارتا پورالي أفا أكا مندي تماريو أدما دينو بيلفا علي من دادا أما فو مسلمو دي bari man satallana da ko man qatala mu'minan muta'ammidan fajaza'uhu jahannam momo e muslimo fay tawta aman ku kela wallahi jomu jahannama damalti muslimo ka nyom muslimo Yankuba Baji nyol ning sa jenyolu anilla min dabo nyol kasi alaji mor nyolu suwandi kamara nyolu ike nyom muslimo ta e kadolo minga kama ika subo jani afa kama Gambia banko kan yaya jammele o kasaro dundin tolia yaya jammele o masibo dundin tolia yaya jammele o dundin tolia bari nyina masiboti bari ndeko ha an kontantale bari yenyil muta bari masibo le benkande Be Solo Sandeng's family, I don't know how they are going to feel. I don't know how. I don't know how Fatima Sandeng would feel today. Subhanallah. Momo wo video je police bi abe kumbotal. Momo wo video je police bi. Every single police officer that watched that video cried. Everybody cried today. You know, and what did he do? What did Solo Sandeng do? He went out to say there has to be reform in this country. His rights in the Constitution. If you don't like what he did, why can't you take him to court? You have courts too. You have courts. That's why we have judiciary. That's why we have magistrates. That's why we are paying judges. If you have disagreements with people, take them to police. Take them to court. Why are you, why are you planning like you are planning your wedding? Why are you planning specially for a killing? Yeah, five parade faneta da five. They went and threw his body. La ilaha illallah. Subhanallah. This is, I'm sorry people. It's the saddest thing, unimaginably wicked, unimaginably atrocious. This is beyond, Yeah, arrest, that's fine. You can arrest people. That's normal. Police, anybody can arrest. Arrest is normal. That's part of the Constitution. But ye dolo samole, dolo na banko la kodo. Ye tade dolo samole, eko ya ming. Puri ye mo bude, ye saji ol saye, eko ya pati. Ika pati munela. Ika na mole bute ya fa. Ya fa ko ika wulo fa nyame. Ipare da fa la. Itada fay. Fani yo fa boda fani yo mambo malom. Bari be dolo le be juol kon. Ye dolo mi sirata. Ya lipa, abalo beni yelo. Ya tike dada fighting kono tanje. Ya fighting kono. Hana fighting of Imam Balafai. That's the height of subhanallah. That's the height of inhumanity. But in the coming for Jalhaketu, this is sad, but now after that happens, who arrested Solo Sandeng? Jumale Solo Sandeng arrest. Police la arrest. Para le arrest. Jumale para liyamari police Solo Sandeng arrest. Famara Jallo. PIU la keba wallelie. Para yamari la dinewale yamari koita Solo Sandeng kama adia lipale janni ka samba. Wo Famara Jallo. Wo kamune ke bi wo be police hani bi atele be PIU nya don kala kamune kije akamune kije Yankuba Sonko wole wo famara yamari police la keba Yankuba Sonko wole famara nyol yamari koita nyimmol muta wole le Solo Sandeng nyol muta yedi Yankuba baji nyol la pour ye bouté ye fa ngam salo tajam ko adama di bal mol fe ya jabe mu julu sidi kilineti adama di la juso niko iba blame la the heart of a human being niko ibo blame la pura man fonyo samba balo kono ibe kufu kafa fana blame la de because kufu kafa le marata fonyo la bar adama di jato kono. The lungs are responsible for air circulation in human body. The heart has to pump blood with air and oxygen into different parts of human body, but it only collects the supply of heart, oxygen from the lungs. What a near heart blame for not supplying oxygen to the parts of the body. Blame the lungs for not supplying the oxygen to the heart. Nale Yankuba Baji nyol mutani Liz Gomez nyolu for beating and killing young Solo Sandeng. You should also, put Yankuba Sonko to question for arresting and handing over Solo Sandeng to Yankuba Baji. Falmanya na okel. Anyande okelale. Bayri tollele muta silo kan kabiri muta. Itolele di police NIL ko imo kulubalo li fele. Adunko kabiri wo keta. Ye Solo Sandeng fa pareta. Ye kiti oke. Kiti dula. Molle bije ka fo prosecutor wollam sedolti. PW1, PW2, PW3. Minuka sediaroke on behalf of the police. Wala mansakunda minuka sediaroke mansakunda toyala. Ne kaito jibe. Ikamune fo walam nyimkuobe police la kunton koning karile tema e komi e tonyerok. Solo Sandeng versus Yankuba Sonko, IGP. Fatoumata Jawara versus Yankuba Sonko, Febukolof. That is what they say. Adu Yankuba Sonko wo wuliyal mi alonko wuliya sediar kaitolu. Those foolish evidence, those foolish, they adduce a lot of lies against Solo Sandeng and the other people. They all came from police headquarters. It only evidence that are under the orders of Yankuba Sonko, the police inspector general. Fole mankebang. For police prosecutors, Faibuka Yankuba Sonko, Ibuka ole Toya, Ibuka ta wala police kiti dulabang. Ika fole inspector general against versus lawyer Dabo, inspector general versus Lamin Sonko, inspector general versus Adu Molmi Yalonko, all those people that witnessed, that served as prosecution witnesses, they were police officers. And whatever evidence, whatever story they came with to court, Yankuba Sonko signed it. Yankuba Sonko of police headquarters signed it. The worst of all is, after all this incident, when Hussein was jailed, when UDP was jailed, Solo Sandeng was killed, the people that arrested Solo Sandeng and co, Yankuba Sonko, Inspector General of Police, promoted these officers. What is that indicating? If you do a criminal act, what is that telling me? That is telling me I condone the criminal activities that you did. Ndeba handing Ayatumako is from Yaya Jammeh. The order came from Yaya Jammeh. Yankuba Baji didn't kill anybody out of his own will. Nga Yankuba Baji mi mutateng. Nkana foka bota Yaya Leya. Yankuba Baji, he did not just go out and kill. He was instructed to kill. Liz Gomez was instructed to kill. Usman Sonko was instructed to kill. So do not exonerate. Do not make Yankuba Sonko look innocent because the order comes from Yaya Jammeh. All of them, their orders come from Yaya Jammeh. Yankuba Sonko and all of these people had the opportunity to run away from the country. Yankuba was richer than me. He could have gone to England. He had kids that are studying in England. He could have gone to the US and say, I ran away because they wanted me to kill. Inna ardullahi wasi'atun falam tuhajiru. Fa'alam olaf. Inna ardullahi wasi'atun falam tuhajiru. Abaraka Mustafa Sise Nkoto Kendo. Mansatalla konna banko waratale. Nal torata jam falte borra. How many Gambians fled the country? How many Gambians left Yaya Jammeh? And Gambia for Yaya Jammeh? How many Gambians? Hundreds of, almost 100,000 Gambians from 1994. They left Gambia for Yaya Jammeh. Did they die? They did not die. Yankuba Sonko is more educated than some of those people. Yankuba Sonko has more money than some of those people. Why did he stay? Why did he oversee all of those nonsenses? And today it is the order from Yaya Jammeh. Allah mutalia sorong. Allah mutalia sorong. Nalma sorong. Ndeka mindani wolom nyindi ko. Dindingol mimbenyi investigate because a lot of people are involved in these crimes. So many people got killed. Orders came from Yankuba Sonko. Whether it's a forced order by Yaya Jammeh or not, because there is one thing that is very important here. There's one thing that is very important. dindingol mini alonko wala be investigation ola. They can investigate and Yankuba Sonko fingers may be pointed at Yankuba Sonko. Conflict of interest may occur. They must place Yankuba Sonko on administrative leave. They must place the operation commander of police on administrative leave if they cannot arrest them. They must place head of PIU on administrative leave. They must place them on administrative leave. They knew a lot that was happening. Mote mo fala wanyamade. Adu it's not an excuse that they stayed. Manzata la min folom tonya di sako muslimon. Omane taqillaha yaj'al lahu makhrajan wa yarzuquhu min haythu la yahtasib. A wonderful example is Ibrahim Chongan. Thank you for joining me. He refused to be a part of Jammeh government. When he was leaving Gambia, he was only a military specialist. He only knows knowledge about military, only military. But he refused. What happened? He was jailed. But after he was released, he ran out of the country. He left the country for Jammeh. He could have worked for Jammeh, but he left the country for Jammeh. He went out and studied. Today he's a wonderful luminary, legal luminary. Ay balu kendo sodo ala kawle fo. Woman yattaqillaha ni silatan de ala la tonya kang. Yaj'al lahu makhrajan. Akon se findindu dulake. I can find a way out for you. Wa yarzuquhu min haythu la yahtasib. Atun nse harje. Harje la mi alon ko me yilama. Imagine Ibrahim Chongan from Inspector General of Assistant Inspector General of Police. How much was he paid? $10,000. How much is he paid today at the end of the year? Almost 100,000 British pounds. That's not small money. Mansatalla Kawalefo. Yankuba Sonko, all of them. Now, if you are Adum saying, I will stop having patience. Now that Solo Sandeng's video is out, it's evident that Yaya and all these security chiefs are criminals. They are nothing but vampires. They are nothing but killers, bloodthirsty monsters, and they have no place in that society. No place. In fact, if there is any job I am going to lobby, I want to be a prisons officer today. I want to be a prison officer. In fact, a ward malum for warden officer Lombang. I want to be in charge of the prison cells today. If there is any job that I want today, that's what I want. فَإِنْ أَعْقَبْتُمْ فَأَعْقِبُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا أُعْقِبْتُمْ بِهِ. Lafta walla bi. Oh subhanallah. Ndemam video, ndeda anyela video kila moy. I cannot send that video to a human being. Ye Solo Sandeng fa. Ya fa nya jaw. Ya lipar nya jaw. A benin nendironin doyaro. Adama din kumato tile. Iba nenna. Iba doyala. Iba lipala. Iba tilimbali afentije maminkala. Ya kumo be crack. Ya bulol kati. Ya singol kati. Ya nyalu tey. I pareta wala. Aniyo famambo itate ya jolon dinko kono. I dolo mi be siraring. Ibe jelele be subo nyimira. Ya sare ko wulo. Hey Allah. Hey Allah. Hey Allah. Allah-Hu-Akhbarr. Momo yo video jibe police bi. Abe kumbota. Bari. Place Yankuba Sonko on administrative leave. kana bay de nalma la fa bay la al kana bay bari place Yankuba Sonko on administrative leave. If you want these junior officers to do their investigations properly, if you want these junior officers to do their job right way, place them on administrative leave. All of them, from Inspector General, Deputy Inspector General, Operations Commander, Commissioners, place them on administrative leave and give these junior officers the right to investigate. Give them give them. Kubalel keta banko kang. Adu mote yam falano wola. Bari Solo Sandeng family al haketu. Bi Fatima Sandeng, I don't know how you are feeling. You know, I cried because I don't know how you are feeling. I don't know how you would feel if those people that didn't even know your parent would cry that profusely. I don't know how you are feeling. I don't know how the wife of Solo Sandeng is feeling and the children. I don't know how Solo's sisters and brothers. Subhanallah. This is what I have to tell all of you. The other thing that I need to tell you, Gambians that are talking about reconciliation, we will reconcile. But no Gambian, I repeat, not even President Adama Barrow, His Excellency, has the right to ask us to unite and become one. He doesn't have that right. The only people that have the right to say that are those that were victimized. Fatoumata Jawara was raped. She was 3 months pregnant. She was raped and beaten to miscarriage. Nothing, you know, La ilaha illallah. Almalen so kairola, almalen tanka setanola, almalen so limaniala, alman famala nyinyola, alman kisala nyinyola, almalen tanka nyinyola, na banko kang, almalen tanka nyinyola. Bari, Al David Kolibondi prisons. President Adama Barrow, today, if there is any job I want to be a prisons officer. Liz Gomez is in mile 2, the most wicked of all of them. Liz Gomez, he's in mile 2. Sajeng, Alaji Moore should also, don't even ask me. Let nobody ask me about this video. Please, nobody. Let nobody ask me about this video. It's too traumatic. Alinda, please. Don't even try to ask me about this video, please. I don't have the video. If I don't even ask me. Never ask me about this video. It's with the police, Gambia police. Go to Yankuba Sonko and ask him. He has the video. Alama Alenso Kairola. This never. This video never. It will never be circulated. Alaman Solo Kairola, Alaman Tankala Shetanola. Kubal leketa yaya koto. Kubal leketa yaya koto. Kubal leketa yaya koto. Kubal leketa yaya koto. Ntede nimbena karao bulala jang. Mbena dokuo bulala. I want to volunteer to be a prison service officer. I want to be a prison officer. Thank you so much to you as well. Nkoto Lamin Jasi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your amazing job. I'm sure you are also privy to the video, Lamin Jasi. I read your paper and I cried. I read your post and I cried in the morning. It was only when I woke up that I had to contact my friend at the police. Bari, alama len so kairol. Alama ale Solo Sandeng family so sondomola. Foise nyim kuotano. Ousainou Darboe went out for a very genuine reason. Ousainou Darboe went out for a very genuine reason. Thank you, Your Excellency, Honorable Ousainou Darboe. On the 16th of May, you went out. You had every reason to go out. with your lieutenants, Kemeseng, Honorable Kemeseng, Honorable Femi Peters, Honorable Mamadou Sane, Honorable Lamin Diba, Honorable, all of you, Jukuna Suso, Dahaba, Sukai Dahaba, all of you went out for great reasons. Thank you so much, Honorable Usenu Dabo, Your Excellency, my party leader. That was apt. You did the right thing. Today, the whole world can say yes. Even if it were me, nobody's person will go through this and you stay at home. You went out, you were beaten for a reason. It was you went for a reason. And it was a genuine reason. Thank you, Usenu Dabo. Thank you for standing for the slain of your party. Thank you for defending the raped victims. Thank you for defending them. Hafadu Kamara, asingo katita ikaga jukumala manjara lo sodo. Ndesan, Honorable Lamarong atebe MRC. Ye mindi ala le along. Asingol beitita, akono itita. Whether he will live, nobody knows. So long Kuruma died. They beat him up. They affected his brain. They cracked his skull and his brain got infected. He died. All these things happen at the NIA headquarters. All these things happen at the NIA headquarters. Who arrested them? The police. The police arrested these people. They arrested them. They sent them to jail. Those leaders should not leave. They should not be left in these positions. We will continue to speak, and this does not in any way mean I do not approve this government. Abubakar Siddiq ko, alimma koyi, nali enje, mantiling, atolen tumbalen kala nyaton koti, nimbe tilinde alimma koyi, bar nimman tilim fanang alimma koyi. Alimma koyi wala ma altonya fonye. Nde, I'm not an advisor to Adama Barrow, His Excellency, and Usenu, and Halifa, and, Ahmad Ba, and my Fati, and, Honorable Hassan Jallo. I'm not. But from distance, I can appeal to you because the only way we can make peace is when the victims have their side of justice. When justice is delivered, we can reconcile. Forgiveness or retribution is entirely the choice of those that are victimized. Because that's what Allah said. فَإِنْ عَاقَبْتُمْ فَعَاقِبُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا عُوقِبْتُمْ بِهِ وَلَئِنْ صَبَرْتُمْ لَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لِلصَّابِرِينَ. If you are patient, if you forgive, that's fine. But Allah has given you options to either forgive or to seek justice. So that is left to the victims and the families of victims. Woto Mbal Kontona, Mbal Jaila, Your Excellency Usenu Dabo, I want to thank you particularly once again for recognizing diaspora and for recognizing 38 December victims, 38 December heroes, for recognizing them. I want to particularly thank you for meeting the diaspora. Yesterday, I complained about some things, about the diplomats. I still hold that stance. And today, you brought it up, but send them out. Solo Sandeng, Kabiria Fa, these diplomats were all out. Some of them sent 28, page letter or message to their respective countries, to the countries that they were in, to justify Yaya Jammeh's killing of Solo Sandeng. They denied that Solo Sandeng died. Some of these ambassadors that you are retaining, they said you are terrorists. Solo Sandeng was a terrorist. They were unpatriotic citizens. They were enemies of the country. These same ambassadors you are defending. So there is no justification whatsoever retaining them. Sack them. Those of them that didn't talk, they didn't say anything, they also sided with Yaya Jammeh. So there is no way. We still push for you as our chief diplomat, because foreign minister is our chief diplomat. We appeal to you once again to prevail on His Excellency Adama Barrow to decast these people, remove them from these positions, because they were part of the problem. mbal kontona mbal jaila alama nemanin kafar kela Solo Sandeng alama nemanin kafar kela Solo Nkurumaye alama nemanin kafar kela Sadio Kunja Saneye alama nemanin kafar kela Kebuteye alama nemanin kafar kela Chief Ibrahima Mane alma nemanin kafar kela Koro Sise alma nemanin kafar kela Kanye Ba Kanye Basiru Baro Dotfal Jibril Sey Kedet Amadou Silla Elef Jame Aliou Ba Tabara Samba Laminef Jaju Laminef Asiata Mba kondila fojanin alkiyama ntaba nola April 10 and 11 alma nemanin kafar kele be. May all their souls rest in peace, but they will never rest in peace if justice is not delivered. Their souls are hanging up there, asking us questions. How the hell can I die for no reasons? And nothing is done about it. How the hell can I die? How the hell can I? Let them not forget. April 10 and 11 victims. Their parents must go out to the police. April 10 and 11, if you are related to any of them, go to the police. The parents of April 10 and 11, come together. Go and meet Adama Barrow. Look for an audience. Go and meet Adama Barrow. Let the case come out. They must have questions as to why April 10 and 11 students were killed. No stone will be left. Hani Sise na fata Gambia. Abese fundi. Abese fundi. Hani Sise. Hani la purani ya fa. Anala ambulanso. Go out and complain. I momola sajio fa silokan. Go out and complain. Go. Hani momola duta bulo katita. Walela duta du jolonta ya kot. Amanke silot. Go and complain. Sako Adama Diung. Sako Adama Diung. Mote motula jet. We will reconcile. But after the truth has come out. After the truth has come out. Yes, wallahi. Ifana Mustafa Sise, in fact, Bala Musa Sise told me about it. I don't know what the name of your brother is. Wofana filter. Yaya akamolta kete samba. You know Tijan Masane Sise in UK, in US, was one time Lord to go into Gambia. A Marabu told Yaya Jame that somebody that is very good at speaking. Fentije Yaya Mamink. Aliala Jalangol Jele Falmala Jalangol. Ila Kanila Jalangol. You saw the pictures. Abemu Yelolti. Ye Karnadol Dun Jalangol Kangoda. Ye Jalangol Londi. Yaya la Jalangol Bening. A Beni Yelolem. Niaje Kalo Neko. A lot of blood were poured on this. Dena no yelolu, mokendo yelolu, ba yelolu, ninsi yelolu, yelo sifa be. Aton me jalango jaliye. Ni jalango je. Wallahi kabiringa je fonsilat. Ha. Tijan Masane Sise in the US was Lord. They wanted his tongue. Anengo, his tongue was what Yaya Jame wanted. They wanted him killed because he's an orator, he's a good speaker. They wanted to remove his tongue. They wanted to kill him and remove his tongue for sacrifice. One of those that was at the meeting told Tijan Masane Sise, if you come here, that will be your end. Don't go. But we are not surprised about that. Serekunda Hospital, children will be born and they told them your baby is dead. They took the baby. Where did they take the baby to? They never returned the dead body of the baby to the mothers. Where did they go? Nobody knows where they went. What photoshopped? Nothing photoshopped. Yaya la jalangol lel molti. Wallahi, kuketa Gambia is beyond human being. It's beyond. But me and Jahali wolam nyindi ko. Nsinyol nimbadi ngolu nimminu ka jelen kata. You know, ika mol fal bute ke fai ke sena ika kuobe kela. After all of that, they go back to their families and back to society and walk normally and chat normally and laugh and eat normally and drive normally. They are able to do this. ربنا أتمم لنا نورنا واغفر لنا إنك على كل شيء قدير. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. يا من في السماء عرشك ويا من في الأرض ملكك يا من في الجنة رحمتك ويا من في النار عذابك. تجد من تعذبه غيرنا ولا نجد من يغفر لنا غيرك. اغفر لنا ما بيننا وبينك. اغفر لنا ما بيننا وبينك. اغفر لنا ما بيننا وبين خلقك. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وارحم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما رحمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. ديامو من ديا ninga fem fo mi alon ka manyinya nendiro kamfa kama alhaketo alimbalal diamo mandia adung manke lonnati modindi ngolti with not much of experience. So if there is anything I say, there are great people, my uncles and fathers, mothers, aunties watching. If there are anything that I say, words that are not very okay or offensive, I apologize to all of you, as I am not perfect. Apologies to all of you. Let's all pray for Solo Sandeng. Let's all pray for all those that were killed. We only knew about Solo Sandeng. What happened to Kanyi Bakanyi? Who knew what happened to Kanyi Bakanyi? What happened to Dabamari and Ibulo? We don't know. We were only getting skepticisms. If we had seen the videos of these people too, it would have been Let's pray for all of them to be forgiven by Allah. Let's continue to remember them. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.